I remember the moment Ilaris first came into view, hovering in the silent black, wrapped in hues of soft violet and deep sapphire. A small planet turning slowly, as if it had been waiting for me all this time. My ship hummed gently, a constant, comforting sound, as I guided it closer, watching the clouds, soft lavender and pearl, swirl in slow spirals across the surface. My hands moved over the controls with quiet familiarity, each light blinking softly under my fingertips, until the final moment, when the landing thrusters whispered against the wind. The soft thump as the landing gear met the soil echoed into my chest. And for a long moment, I simply sat there, letting the silence of this untouched world surround me. Stepping onto the surface, the ground felt different. Softer somehow, like stepping onto the firm sand just before the ocean's edge. My boots left small, clear impressions in the pale grey dust. And a breeze so faint it was like a memory moved past my helmet, carrying with it the scent of minerals and something sweet like distant rain. Above me, the sky was a dome of shifting purples and deep midnight blues. Stars bright and near, as if this planet sat at the edge of the universe, closest to where dreams are born. I walked slowly, each step measured. Not because I had to, but because I wanted to feel each moment. To see the gentle swirl of dust that followed my boots. To watch the horizon glow as the twin suns began their slow rise. I passed over small hills, soft with moss-like growth, that shimmered with tiny crystals, catching the light and scattering it in rainbows across the shadows. There were strange trees, tall and thin, their branches reaching high before curling down as if to brush against my helmet. Their leaves a translucent silver that rustled with a sound like distant wind chimes. Everywhere I looked, there was something new. Something that made my heart tighten with quiet wonder. In a small valley, I found a pool of water, clear and still, reflecting the sky above so perfectly that for a moment I could not tell where the ground ended and the sky began. Kneeling beside it, I could see small shapes moving beneath the surface, glowing softly in shades of blue and green, their tails leaving faint trails like stardust. I watched them move, slow and unhurried, And in that moment, I felt the planet's pulse, a steady, calm rhythm. That seemed to say, "You are safe here. Rest." I moved on, crossing plains where the grass was tall and soft, brushing against my suit with whispers. Small lights flickered among them, like tiny lanterns, insect or perhaps plants. They pulsed softly with light as I passed. I found caves that opened into the hillsides, their walls smooth and covered in lines of glowing minerals, tracing ancient paths like constellations frozen in stone. The air inside was cool, carrying the scent of earth and faintly sweet flowers that grew in the cracks, their petals glowing like tiny moons in the darkness. As I explored further, I came upon a forest of crystal-like structures, tall and narrow, with colours that changed as the light moved across them, humming softly like a distant choir when the breeze passed through. I let my gloved hand drift across one, and it sang a single soft note that seemed to echo across the clearing, joined by others, until the forest hummed with gentle music that blended with the distant sound of the wind. Hours passed as I walked, exploring, touching, watching and listening. I sat under one of those strange crystal trees, watching the sky shift from deep blue to pale lavender. As the smaller sun set, leaving the larger sun to bathe the world in a soft golden glow. I closed my eyes for a moment, letting the warmth soak into my suit, feeling the steady heartbeat of Ilaris beneath me, the slow song of the wind, the soft chorus of the crystal forest, the ripple of the distant waters. I found myself at the top of a ridge as darkness returned. The stars emerging one by one, brighter here than I'd ever seen them. Constellations unfamiliar and new, stories waiting to be discovered. Below, the valleys were lit with the soft glow of the plants, the blue and green lights of the water, the pale silver of the trees, all coming together in a tapestry of quiet light. I spoke softly into my recorder, describing the way the air moved, the way the stars reflected in the pools, the songs of the crystals, the lights that danced in the fields. My words were quiet, blending with the sounds of the world around me. As I made my way back toward the ship, I looked back once more, letting the view of Ilaris at night settle into my memory. A world of quiet beauty, untouched, unhurried. A place where time seemed to slow, and the only sound was the soft whisper of the wind, and the gentle hum of a planet breathing in the dark. Returning to the ship, I sat for a moment at the open hatch, letting the cool air move around me. Watching as the dawn began to touch the horizon again, painting it in soft pinks and pale blues. I closed my eyes, letting the steady sounds of the world guide me into rest. Knowing that this place would be waiting, quiet and unchanged, for when I returned.